Are you here to find out more about the T-Mobile Money interest rate increase? Then you're in the right place. It's been nearly a year since I last published a video on T-Mobile Money. In that video, I talked about why I became disenchanted with T-Mobile Money. As far as I'm concerned, T-Mobile Money is pretty bad when it comes to estate planning issues. Last year I found out that they don't implement PODs, payable on deaths. It left a sour taste in my mouth. If you want to learn more about the T-Mobile Money lack of POD situation, I will include a link in the description below. Despite the distaste in my mouth for the T-Mobile Money situation, I decided to leave my money with T-Mobile Money. And the reason why I left my money within T-Mobile Money is simply because I wanted the 1% interest rate. The 1% interest rate was a significant factor for me to continue my relationship with T-Mobile Money. I simply couldn't find an alternative to the 1% interest that they were paying for my savings and emergency funds. So for the short term, I decided to keep my money with T-Mobile Money while having one eye out for another alternative. Another thing about my situation is that I don't look at T-Mobile Money as my primary account. I have primary accounts with other banks. My T-Mobile Money account is used for a very specific situation. I understand that most people are probably looking at T-Mobile Money as perhaps their primary or their secondary account. For me, it's further down the list. I don't care about their incentives of getting 10 debit card transactions per month so that I can earn 4% interest on the first $3,000. That means nothing to me. I've done the math and I'm not interested. And the reason why I'm not interested is because I have a Penfed Cashback rewards card. It pays 2% on every purchase that I make through the card. There is no point systems, there's no category systems, there's no gimmicks. It's very straightforward. It's simply far superior than what T-Mobile Money is offering. If you want to know why I'm passionate about the Penfed Cashback Rewards card, I will have a link in the description below. Because it's been almost a year since I made a video on T-Mobile Money, I was already planning to do a T-Mobile Money update. And the premise of that video was that I was probably going to look to move my money out of T-Mobile Money. And the reason for that is that my fiance and I were noticing that other banks and financial institutions were increasing their interest rates of what they were paying. They were getting very close to the 1% interest that T-Mobile Money was offering. In particular, she was telling me about her Synchrony account. She told me that Synchrony was paying nearly 1% interest. And I told her that if it was going to pay 1% interest, there was no point in staying with T-Mobile Money anymore. It was definitely time to start looking. But then 2 days ago, I get a surprise email from T-Mobile Money. And this is the email that I got. Look at what the email says. T-Mobile Money is taking your hard-earned cash even further. Effective on or before July 15, 2022, the annual percentage yield on checking and savings account is increasing from 1% APY to 1.5% APY. This higher rate will automatically be applied to your account, so there is no additional action needed from you. Plus, you can still earn 4% APY on checking account balances up to $3,000 and 1.5% APY on balances after that when you make 10 qualifying purchases per month. So when I saw that email, I was pleasantly surprised. We were already fussing around how the 1% interest was fine last year, but given the interest rate increases from this year, the 1% interest for our savings was simply not that appealing anymore. But T-Mobile Money is essentially increasing what they pay by 50%. We're going from 1% to 1.5%, which is a 50% increase. Now I get it. 1.5% interest is still a small percentage as far as returns on your money. I have no false illusions about that. However, I'm a big believer in having liquidity and having emergency funds. If you're going to have some emergency funds put aside, you want to earn some interest while it's sitting there. As a sidebar, as I make this video in July of 2022, inflation is out of control and the feds are increasing interest rates very steadily in an effort to stop inflation. However, one of the benefits of the Fed increasing interest rates is the fact that savings rates tend to also go up. It's unfortunate that more people don't make an effort to have a savings account or emergency funds. But for people who have savings and emergency funds, this is a benefit. they're finally going to be rewarded and get paid for the money they have saved and put aside. It seems likely we're going to have a recession later in the year, but that's not a guarantee, and I certainly don't have a crystal ball. Without getting into a lengthy discussion or debate about whether or not we're going to have a recession, I am buckling down and getting ready for a recession. And I also recommend that people get prepared. If you're a person that believes that a recession is likely to happen, I highly encourage you to look at the T-Mobile Money option. The 1.5% interest that they are paying out is definitely an important factor for those of you who are looking to have some savings in emergency funds. If you're going to put some money aside for emergency purposes, you may as well get paid as much as you can for it. The uncertain economic situation with the rampant inflation, as well as the high potential for a recession, should give everyone some pause. However, in all of this uncertainty, there are small glimmers of good news. And I consider the T-Mobile Money interest rate increase as one small bit of good news in all of this. It is definitely worth considering. If you don't have a T-Mobile Money account, I recommend you check out this next video where I describe the details of how T-Mobile Money works. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to help this channel, and I will see you in my next video.